Promenade. And well, actually, first thing we did was change the weight in place. Change weight in place, change weight in place, change weight in place. Super, super easy, hard to communicate. If I travel, even though it's a little bit harder, it's easier to communicate. Pretty clear, my partner should go with me if we're hanging on to each other. We also did this in practice hold. Okay? Practice hold while we're learning. Walk, 2, 3, together, together, together. Walk, 2, 3, together, together, together. Okay? If we do that, we always start on the same foot. But if we walk 2, 2, and then together, 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 we switch feet. And I walked 3 that last time. Sorry. 1, 2, together, together, together. 1, 2, together, together. 1, 2, together, together, together. I'll figure this out. 2 walks, 3 steps in place. 2 walks, 3 steps in place. And we're alternating which foot we go on. Important to understand that when we walk, we do walking in between. So I always step touching the inside edge of my partner's foot. And when she walks forward, she touches the inside edge of my foot on every step. So we're lining up nose to nose and toes to toes. Okay? This is a practice hold. Eventually, we're going to dance closer together and closer together until finally, once we get skilled, are you okay dancing close together with me? All the way push through right here. All the way in. Okay, all the way now. Try to push the over and fall backwards. This is called an A-frame, and you're eventually going to learn to dance like this when you have a little bit more skill. Keeping your feet, knees, and hips away from each other. Okay? So that's the basic walk. That's changing the weight in place in the basic walk. And we practice that a whole bunch, and while you're doing the walking steps in place, we could also simply turn. Okay? March, 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 march. This is vague and amorphous. In real life, I would teach you much fancier ways to turn. That was just to get you started doing a simple turn. Okay? Always go counterclockwise around the room. It's a traveling dance. We go counterclockwise. And we can stop, but when we go again, we can't go backwards against line of dance direction. If we want to go backwards and we keep traveling, we have to turn. So we walk, 2, 3, and then we can turn in place. And then we can travel backwards. The leaders can go backwards, but you always have to be going line of dance direction. Okay? And travel, travel, travel. And then the last thing we did was, the last thing we did was called a Milonga box, baldosa in Spanish, which means floor tile. And it's a 6-step figure. Remember, figures don't matter in tango in terms of memorizing the figure. What matters is transitions. So we're going to go sideways 2 travels, sideways 2 travels. The first forward travel is outside your partner's feet. Sideways, travel, travel, sideways. First step forward outside of me, travel, travel. Sideways, first step outside, second step all the way back in, touching the inner edge of your partner's foot. Sideways, step outside of me, and then all the way back in, touching the inner edge of my foot. All the way back in, good. And then you continue. So it's sideways, travel, travel, touch the inner edge of your partner's foot. Sideways, travel outside, and come all the way back in and touch the inner edge of your partner's foot. In that walk, you got to make that habit. Well, you don't have to make that habit, but if you don't do that, you're going to always be off balance when you come back. If you want to look good and coordinated and balanced and feel good to your partner, step all the way back in. Okay? And I think that's it. Thank you very much. Okay? Was there anything else?